Well, welcome back to A Nurse's Voice. This week is super special because it is Nurses Week, and today we are joined by Shane Garner, our Director of Nursing. Shane, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Anna Joy. I'm really excited about this actually, so this is gonna be fun.
Me too. I'm excited for people to get to know you better. So let's just
Great.
dive right on in.
Okay.
You have a bit of a different background for how you got into nursing. You didn't just go to high school, decide to go to college and get a nursing degree and just go
Correct.
straight into the workforce. So tell us a little bit about how you got into nursing.
Yeah, so nursing, as for a lot of people out there, a lot of nurses came as a second career for me. So I got into nursing. It was actually my father-in-law who developed pancreatic cancer. And I assisted a lot, with in and out of the clinic, with appointments, in and out of the hospital, and just helping and seeing what other nurses did. I'd always kind of in the back of my mind wanted to get into healthcare, but other businesses kind of sucked me in first. So I had family members that kept saying, Shane, you would be a great nurse. You should really think about doing it. So one day I made the leap and I decided to get my BSN. So I started as a freshman in English 1010 at an older age and just went right through and got my BSN from the University of Memphis.
It was kind of like a second career or like a career shift for you.
Yeah, definitely a career shift. So before that, I actually came from the automotive industry. So I was a service manager for BMW for a long time, where I feel I developed a lot of customer service skills, a lot of skills that require you to smooth over confrontation. And really, nursing is a lot about doing those things, helping people. It is customer service based. I mean,
Yep.
it is how you present yourself and how you take care of your patients. So I felt like that background really helped me a lot in the nursing role.
Yeah, it's all about the bedside manner.
Very much so.
Yes. So
Much
when
so.
you were working bedside, what was your specialty?
I started out in the ER at Methodist University in Memphis, Tennessee, and I really enjoyed working in the ER. Not only just the people I worked with, but the patients. I really loved when new grads came out of school and helping them out as well. So, yeah, the ER was it for me. The
That's
adrenaline, all the adrenaline junkies understand that going to the ER and the chaos that comes with it. So,
Yes. I don't know that I would necessarily thrive in the ER, but
yeah, it takes special nurses definitely to be ER nurses.
for sure.
Yeah.
So what kind of opportunities has nursing opened up for you?
Well, I mean, look at this, what I'm doing now, obviously. So, bedside nurses are the best, of course. But once you become a bedside nurse, there are so many other things that you can do in nursing to branch out your career. So when I first started with Travel Nurses Inc., I just celebrated my 8-year anniversary, by the way. And Denise, our founder, who is also a nurse, I knew her she knew me when I was going through nursing school, and she would always say, Shane, you're going to come to work for me one day. And I always thought she meant as a traveler, right? Like, I'm going to get my nursing degree, I'm going to get my experience, and then I'm going to be a traveler.
Because you love traveling.
Yeah, absolutely. So when she said to me, no, I want you to come to work for the company and really help us. We want more nurses on board because we are nurse owned and nurse operated, and we truly are. So I said yes one day and left my ER job, and here we are 8 years later, director of nursing, and just looking out for all of the nurses and allied staff that we have out in the field, and just talking, hearing the stories that they go through, a lot of stuff that myself, our CNO, Christina, can relate to whenever we're talking to these clinicians. So I definitely feel my background from being an ER nurse into my role now as being the director of nursing really has opened my eyes, and just listening to the stories that nurses tell us, both good and bad.
Yeah, amazing. You've also gotten the opportunity to do some fun stuff like working at marathons and
I have.
all that jazz.
Yes. Okay. So I'm glad you asked that. So, like I said, nursing, it just opens opportunities for so many different things. So I would say about 5 or 6 years ago, my partner Robert ran the New York Marathon, and I decided that I wanted to reach out and see, hey, I want to work as medical staff. We're going to New York City. I would love to work. Got the call back. They said, yes, absolutely. We need medical people to come up and work. So I worked at Mile 8 in a tent with other clinicians from all over the country, putting a lot of Band-Aids on, spraying a lot of biofreeze, having people eat salt. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, yeah.
easy stuff. But that's just one of the
Fun.
things that it opened up. I'm also volunteer with the American Red Cross disaster team. So if anything comes up disaster-wise, I could be called. Just, and then there is that always when you're on an airplane and you get that call, is there anybody medical on board? A lot of my fellow clinicians out there know that we necessarily don't like pushing that button, but when you're needed, you're needed. So,
And you're just hoping and praying that nobody's in labor.
oh yes, yeah. L&D is not my avenue. So.
Well, as a nurse during Nurses Week, what is one thing that makes you just super proud to be a nurse?
Love this question because well, first of all, nursing is still the #1 most respected profession in the country. And it has been for years running. Nurses are very much respected. And I wish it was longer than a week. I wish it was a month, actually, that we were celebrated and honored. And it's hard. It's really hard work, especially post-COVID, with patient ratios getting higher for nurses. Acuity levels for these patients are higher with lots of comorbidities. So it's a hard profession, and we want to celebrate nurses, especially the nurses that work for us or want to come to travel for us. And it's all about them. This is your week to be celebrated, and we certainly love you and respect you for everything that you do.
Well, Shane, thank you so much for joining me. I've loved getting to know you better.
Saying a joy. I love it. I love it. It's good talking to you as well.
Awesome. Well, everybody come back next time for another Nurse's Voice. We'll see you next time.